So, welcome to today's meeting. As per the directions of the university, today we are conducting meeting with the DOS members and the faculty of the Department of Instrumentation Technology to discuss the various aspects of MSc Electronics and Instrumentation syllabus and its subject contents. So, at the outset, I take this opportunity to welcome all the distinguished people who joined this meeting. So, first, on behalf of Department of Instrumentation Technology, I welcome Professor N.C. Sivaprakash sir, the Senior Professor, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, to this meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Bhaskar.
I welcome Professor H.M. Mahesh sir, the Professor, Department of Electronic Science, Bangalore University, to this meeting. I also welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Professor Nagaraj sir, Chairman, Department of Instrumentation, SK University, Anantapur, to this meeting. So I welcome Professor Parvati P.S. Madam, the Chairperson, Department of Instrumentation Technology, to this meeting. I also welcome Dr. Sudhir Kumar, Dr. Bhagyajyoti, Dr. Punyanival, Dr. Lakshmi Khan, the faculty of Department of Instrumentation Technology, to this meeting. I also welcome one and all. So before going to discuss the syllabus, now I would like to say some few words about the NEP 2020. So in that aspect, we are going to change our syllabus. So I want to give the brief ideas, the objectives of the NEP 2020, 2 minutes. The education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society and promoting national development. Hence, the main objective of NEP 2020 is to provide high quality of education in primary, secondary and higher education levels. The quality of education mainly depends on the curriculum structure, teaching learning process, evaluation process and research work. The NEP 2020 addressing these things by emphasizing for providing multidisciplinary and holistic education for the students and also to provide the practical training to the students from primary education. The policy envision the following key changes to the current higher education system. The first one is moving towards higher educational system consisting of large multidisciplinary universities and colleges with at least one in every district, and with more higher education institutions across India that offer medium of instruction or programs in local and Indian languages. The second one is moving towards a more multidisciplinary undergraduate education. Then moving towards faculty and institutional autonomy, revamping curriculum, pedagogy, assessment and student support for enhanced student experiences, reaffirming the integrity of faculty and institutional leadership positions through merit appointments, and career progression based on teaching, research and service. Establishment of National Research Foundation to fund outstanding peer-reviewed research and to actively seed the research in university and colleges. The governance of higher education institutions by high qualified independent boards having academic and administrative autonomy. Registration by a regulation by a single regulator for higher education. And finally, increased access, equity and inclusion through a range of measures, including a greater opportunities for outstanding public education, the scholarship by private and philanthropic universities for disadvantaged and unprivileged students, online education and open distance learning, and all infrastructure and learning materials accessible and available to learners with disabilities. So these are the main objectives of NEP 2020 in higher education system. So now, before going to the discussion, now I would like to give the brief, the structure of MSc Electronics and Instrumentation curriculum. The MSc Electronic Instrumentation is a 4-semester course, 2 years course, 4 semesters. Each semester contains 4 papers and 4 practicals. In 4 papers, 3 hardcore papers will be there, 1 softcore paper. Each paper is weighted with 4 credits. So 4 into 4, 16 credits. The practical weightage is 2 credits. So there will be 4 practicals. 4 into 2, 8 credits. 8 plus 16, 24 credits. So each semester contains 24 credits. So this is the basic structure of MSc Electronics Instrumentation syllabus. In the second and third semester, apart from the hardcore and softcore, there will be open elective paper. So that is offered to the students of other departments, other subjects. So in the fourth semester, there will be 3 papers and 3 practicals, and that is 3 into 6 is 18 plus 6 credits for major project. So totally 24 credits. 24 credits into 4 semester, 96 credits is the total credits of MSc Electronics and Instrumentation syllabus. And we are also thinking this time to introduce Electronics and Instrumentation paper in BSc level, undergraduate level. So one of the papers, Maths, Physics, Electronics and Instrumentation. So for the present structure of BSc syllabus is, it contains 2 language papers and 3 discipline specific papers. And there is one paper called discipline specific elective paper. Then another paper is called skill enhancement paper. So this is the structure of the BSc program. So this is the brief introduction about the curriculum of MSc Electronics and BSc courses. So with these few words, now let us go to the discussion. First we'll go over with the Professor N.C. Sivaprakash sir to discuss on this syllabus. Thank you,
very good morning, Dr. Bhaskar. You gave a bird's eye view of the whole NEP. Of course, few more are there: multiple entry, multiple exit, credit transfer. I mean,
yes,
in addition to whatever you said.
Yeah.
So, new education policy, as well you know, it takes time. It is planned to do in next 15-20 years. Right from primary education to, see, idea of the new education policy is we should give life skill. After MSc Electron Instrumentation, after MSc, any program that we do, what is it going to become? See, we always talk about professional degree, BTech, MBBS, law, architecture, and so on. But now today, it has come to a stage where we also have to start thinking about the employability of our graduates or postgraduates. So therefore, the context is the instrumentation is a wonderful subject where all walks of engineering, science, or everyone requires, because all of you know, instrumentation is nothing but measure, display, control. So any small thermometer that you take, it measures and displays. So therefore, instrumentation is, what is not instrumentation? Everything is instrumentation. Now, anyway, I am very happy that Gulbarga University now also the new Raichur University wanted to. You are in the right step. This year, new student when they join. So what my advice would be is the following. What is that we want to introduce? You first one, you spoke about university, multi-educational research university. The policy, the new important ingredient of the new education policy is holistic as well as multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary. So therefore, personally, I feel in India, we make too much of teaching, too much of labs. Too much, self-study, we never give any. A typical post-graduation 4 semester, anywhere in the abroad is, you take for IASC, ours is about 64 credit, 64 divided by 4, about 16 credit into 4 semester. That too, if you take MTech program and all that, you must have seen 1 year project concept has come, internship, project, the pro. So therefore, anyway, I don't know whether the university would agree to change this radically from 24 to 20. If you take any technical university, there is 20 into 4, 80. If you take IITs and IISc, it is 64. But unfortunately, we have, concept that students should be in the class. Otherwise, they don't study. That is the old, say we need to change ourselves. See, everything should not be taught in the class. Suppose you have 4 credit, 3 credit of content we should teach, 1 credit of content we should make self-study. Assess them by assessment tools, seminar, and you can give some assignments, quiz, role play, whatever. So this is how they learn. What is happening is spoon speeding in this education. So the new education policy wants them to give all these ingredients. So I pick up only 2-3 points for MSc program, because it is not possible to include everything in it has to be done over the time. So what you can plan next 3 to 5 years, what you can plan next, first your university should become, see, first let me tell you what you have not covered in your salient future. In another 10-15 years, affiliation system will go. I think everybody understand what you mean by affiliation. Bangalore University affiliates 600 colleges. Now 4 universities it has become. So cluster university concept have come. If you take Bangalore Maharani College, there are 6 colleges together. It is called a university. So in the next 10-15 years, affiliation will go away. Let it be in engineering or medicine or science, law, any walks of life. So therefore, affiliation, if you want to go, in future, in India, there will be 3 types of universities. One is multi-educational research universities. Like IITs, IISc, IIM, NIT, they all have to start the multidisciplinary. You must have seen in the newspaper 2 days ago, IISc want to start postgraduate, medical research. IITs have started, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Chennai. So IITs will not remain as IIT in 10 years. They should become, you said 700 districts we have in the country. All 700 multi-educational research universities should come. Now, the second type of university is what we call it as research universities. Now today, Raichur University, Gulbarga University, Mysore University, Bangalore University, they are all affiliated universities. Even Visheshwaraya Technical University is affiliating 200 colleges. So VTU or Bangalore or Mysore or Gulbarga or Raichur, they all should become in next 5 to 10 years, 10 years at least, the research universities. Third, the colleges should become mature enough to get an autonomy. You must have heard about autonomy, academic autonomy, so that they have their own board of studies, they have their own board of examination and PhD program and so on, academic council, etc. So therefore, universities have to nurture the colleges to become autonomous. In UGC there is an autonomy. So many colleges are becoming autonomy. Of course, you said in your presentation that autonomy will not come without good governance, good governing body, good academic body, good governance is required. So therefore, my submission to Gulbarga and Raichur University is, first your MSc program, life skill. What are the life skills that we can give? I think when you are thinking, now first let me tell you that this year 21-22 don't attempt to change the curriculum for NEP, because it is too short a time. In 2 months you cannot. You need to have a lot of deliberation, lot of exercise you have to do, so that your program in Raichur should become a unique program in the country. That means people should look at your curriculum. So how do we bring it? What are the ingredients? So therefore, the first objective of this work, today's discussion meeting should be MSc program. How do we change the core, soft core, elective, and in addition to that, you should have many other things, and also credit transfer. Credit transfer also we should keep in mind. In the next 5 years, student going from Raichur to Gulbarga to Mysore to Bangalore, how do they carry their credit? And multidisciplinary. What is happening is today departments are compartmentalization. Mine is physics, mine is chemistry, biology, Now all this will go away in 5-10 years. Just to give an example, nanoscience and engineering, you require everybody. You require electronics, you require electrical, you need mechanical engineers, you need physicists, you need chemists, you need everybody, because there is neuroscience, you need biology, you need earth science, you require civil, you require so geologists. So therefore, we should, how do we give project? The emphasis that we should give in the program, the project should be meaningful, and project should be a multidisciplinary. That too, an instrumentation department can think of projects which can be lot of potential with physics. Physics is a basic science. Applied science is your engineering, or applied science is what we have to do. So therefore, project should be given across. Societal problem. Raichur has got water problem, electricity problem, power problem. You have agriculture. So take some issues of local importance. That is the concept of the university. What is relevant in Bangalore is different from what is relevant in Raichur. So we should have a good concept of one semester full. Today Kerala is a state where 6 months internship is there. This is what they call in BTech, MTech, in the engineering program. So unfortunately, the internship concept is not that popular in masters, except Kerala. Kerala students goes across the country to do their project. They do meaningful project. So therefore, my submission is, while revising your curriculum, let it be electronics, let it be any subject that we are talking in university, internship is very important. Even physicists can go to the other good institution, good other industry to learn. So internship concept should come. So one semester, let us say, 4th semester, they should do full internship, maybe 1 or 2 seminar or MOOC. There is no, right now I don't know what your structure is. You may be doing even theory, practical, project, everything. So internship you should bring in. Second, multidisciplinary you should bring in. Third, cut across the department. Course should be shared, electronics, instrumentation, other engineering program if you have, of course. Engineering college can be roped in. Raichur, if there is a college which is doing engineering, and your university and that, they can come together and also form some. Today, all of you know, is MOOC based. And in engineering especially, the AICT is a regulatory body which says today, in the pandemic, 40% of the course can be learned by the student by online. What it means is, your teacher should also go through that course. It is not the student, so that he has to set the paper, he has to set the evaluate. So both student and the student, the teacher, both are learners. So both should learn through MOOCs. So you should generate MOOC based course in the university. So that is where I think we should take stand. So I will not go on and on. At least we should pick up 3-4 important points while revising the curriculum, possibly from next year. Internship. The second thing is multidisciplinary. Third one is life skill. And this, that is what I think the industrial projects that, if possible, because instrumentation definitely is possible, electronics is possible. So we should take. I stop here and I allow others to speak. If any one of you want to ask me anything, since I got involved in the NEP, many lectures, maybe 20-30 lectures that I have given, I don't want to give one more lecture here, but what can be brought into our system, let us discuss. So over to Dr. Bhaskar.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your nice guidance. Now, my opinion, sir, in 4 semesters, 1 semester should be devoted for exclusively industry projects, sir. So that, because our students are not even called for interview, sir. They are asking only BE students, BTech students. They are not considering our MSc students for job in industry.
That is for the skill. That is why BTechs are preferred, because they have skill. But MSc is electronic.
No, our students are also, they are skilled, sir. Yeah. Our students are also skilled, sir. We are also, they are also good in subject. But thing is, MSc means they will treating as a secondary person.
No,
so that's
that
why
is
they
why
go to industry.
What you should do is, you should have industry advisory board. so that industry also should know that MSc instrumentation, they have this potential. They have learned this basic, they know this fundamental, they know how to apply, they know how to do project. Even project can be done in the industry.
In the industry. Yeah, that's what.
Wherever possible.
If
So
they
that
do,
is where I was
that's
telling
what industry
internship.
completely. Yeah. Okay. Internship. Okay. Very good. If they go to the industry, by seeing their quality, they may give the job, sir.
Absolutely.
So that's why
the idea of the internship is 50% of the students who go, they are good. They say after MSc, you come and join us. That because they don't have to look for they have trained them. So that is the purpose. That is how most of the BTech programs have become popular. We have to make our MSc program like that.
Okay.
Yeah, others also.
Sir, what about BSc, sir? BSc also, if you last semester, if it is devoted
good idea. BSc, why, age-old physics, chemistry, mathematics, PCM, PCB. Now, I think computer has come, PCMC, the psychology. See, now, if you go to some colleges in Bangalore, you have physics, chemistry, psychology, and economics. Things are coming, transdisciplinary, interdisciplinary. So, certainly, it's a good idea. I think I second it. That at the BSc level, we should have like physics, chemistry, computer science, electronics, instrumentation also should be one of the subjects. I think you do it. I think you will be the first one in the country if you can do that. Very good idea.
Right. The one more thing is, sir, in the BSc also, the last semester, 6th semester, if it is devoted for industry project, how it will be, sir?
Very good. You should, this concept, I told you in Kerala, you go to any MSc program, 6 months internship. Physics, chemistry, mathematics, people go. So, internship should be introduced definitely also in, if not 4 months, at least 2 months. 6 to 8 weeks of internship in BSc level is also is good.
Okay.
Is a good thing.
Thank you. Sir, Mahesh, sir.
Dr. Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. I completely agree with what NC Suprakash sir has said because he briefly, summarized the overall importance of the NEP. So actually, what the thing is regarding the curriculum part, I think Professor B. Timegowda is the chairman of the committee. And he is planning to give the details of implementation of this NEP at the universities level, especially at the PG level. So actually he is framing the structure, how the syllabus should be framed and other things. That is the thing is going on. But as Professor NJ said, maybe it may take a few years to implement. Fully, but before that we can have one step towards that NEP. As your idea is also very good, sir, because at the BSc level itself we need to start this instrumentation. So that is one of the best idea. But now as the NEP is also focused on interdisciplinary, because cross-disciplinary, even first 2 major subjects here in the science, and the third subject he can go for music, arts, economics, psychology, or any irrespective of that is according to his taste. So that is also one of the thing. So in that way we have to frame the syllabus, but more focus should be on the practical or realization actually of the theory. So for the last 40-50 years we have studied theory, but no product is coming out. Why no product is coming out means we have given least priority to the practicals, especially the device development stage and other things. So in that direction, especially this electronics and instrumentation is one of the best course, as NCS said. This is one of the first of its kind in the country if you start like this, and probably more emphasis should be given on the practical projects like that. That is a very good idea, sir. So this is actually my point of view. Yes.
Yeah, one small point I forgot to add.
Yes, sir.
multiple entry, multiple exit also is possible. Suppose
Yes,
somebody
yes.
leaves after first
Yes.
MSc, he doesn't get anything as in today. If he
Yes.
can get postgraduate diploma, let us say you have 84, 96
Yes.
credit. Suppose he completes 48 credit, you can always introduce one more and exit where he gets a postgraduate diploma in instrumentation. That also you can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
Right.
what actually in
Very good.
NEP it is there,
Yeah,
sir.
NFP wants
One
that.
of-
Those who drop out even from IIT, after first year
Yeah.
they will get certificate. After 2 years they get diploma. 3 years normal BS degree. Fourth
Yes.
year they get BTech.
Yes, yes.
Multidisciplinary BTech. So therefore, even in MSc it is possible. Those who leave at the end of first year, if they
Yes.
complete half of that 48 credit, I think we should consider giving them postgraduate diploma.
Yeah, that is what they are trying even
Very good idea.
integrated PhD programs. In the
Yeah.
integrated PhD programs, that's what stage wise comes.
No,
That
no,
is
we
a
have
diploma.
we have in IASC, if someone joins for a program PhD, if he cannot
Yes.
cope up, what we
Yes.
do at the end of 2-3 years, we assess them and then ask them to leave with MS degree. So we give
Yes, sir.
exit. Exit degree is also a good concept.
Correct, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dr. Nagaraj,
Dr. Nagaraj sir has
join, he's there.
joined us, right?
He's there, I can see.
Sir. Sir, Nagaraj sir. Namaste sir.
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste,
Yeah.
namaste. Sir, Shivprakar sir.
Namaskar.
Actually,
Welcome
the syllabus is by Bhaskar I have seen. Both hardcore syllabus are really excellent. And it is quite feasible for physics people, electronics background, instrumentation, and computer science people. So amalgamation of physical sciences people, sciences with instrumentation is quite justified, and it is able to give the insight and applications of instrumentation for the people who are aspiring with interdisciplinary courses. Because the interfacing part and software part and digital electronics amalgamated with instrumentation basics is quite good a concept. And I must appreciate postgraduates and the Gulbarga University for taking this adventure. And I strongly felt that this is a impressive way. And we are also molding our planning to change our syllabus according to the lines of syllabus proposed by Gulbarga University PG Center. It's quite very impressive, and I elected to recommend for the implementation. And any other changes, senior people like Prakash sir can also give guidelines for the Bhaskar, and any modifications is most welcome. And the syllabus as on now sent by Bhaskar is very good, and the efforts of Parvati Madam and Bhaskar is highly appreciated in this manner.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Yeah. Anybody else? Dr. Parvati?
Yes, sir.
She's your views. Chair should give
Yeah.
glimpses.
Yeah. I'm here, sir.
Yeah. Any views that you have?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely. So, on the behalf of the department, I welcome all of you. Already, Bhaskar sir is welcomed. I welcome Shivprakash sir, Mahesh sir, Nagaraj sir, and all my faculty to this meeting. So, my view is according to this NEP 2020. So, our instrumentation course is a professional course. So, we should give more emphasis on the skill development, and as Shivprakash sir suggested, so even project work, and we should be given more emphasis on the internships. So, we would like to have one semester for the project work, sir. Full one semester, 4 semester can be devoted for project work, internship, so that even job opportunities will be more, and they can have the skill development and more practical knowledge. Everything will be they can have in the 4th semester, I feel, sir. And even we are thinking of having the instrumentation in the BSc level, sir. So now this year we are going for affiliation for the undergraduate college for our university. So we would like to ask the colleges to introduce the instrumentation for the degree level, and we would like to frame the syllabus and give it to them, and even we will think of having the internship and project work for instrumentation at the degree level also, sir. And we would like to have the integrated PG course where you can have UG plus PG, and integrated PhD course where you can have MSc and PhD course, sir. And as you suggested, if the person is getting exit in 1 year, we can have diploma and degree, then PhD. So like that also we'll think it over, sir. But my one question or doubt is, sir, suppose the person get exit in 1 year and he comes back after 5 years to the same course, what should be the this thing we have to do, sir? That's one problem, or this thing will come, sir. So what to be
No,
done?
now also, in NEP provides that multiple entry. Suppose he goes for job or medical, or if he leaves, maybe within 2 years, if he likes to come back, he can start from there where he left. First year, if he has completed, he can continue. That option also is
2 years
possible
means
in the
okay,
NEP.
2 years, okay, sir. Now, suppose if you come after
Once,
10 years,
lifetime, once we can give entry. Yeah.
okay. 2 years.
No.
means okay, sir.
10 years,
But,
he will not, son will
10
be.
years like that, if they give.
No, I was in NIT. No. I was in NIT Bhopal when MS thesis came after 22 years. And both his son and father thesis were submitted together. We found that son has written the thesis for his father. He says, I have completed all my theory. Consider. Then, in the Senate, we decided that if there is a program of 2 years, it cannot exceed 4 years. So, even MSc program, anyone who would like to come back, it should complete in 4. There is a limit also. Maximum 2 years you can give.
Yeah, in Gulbarga also it is 4 years.
2 plus 2, 4 years. 1 year after that, if he leaves, same thing you should follow.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, there's no meaning. Regulation will change. And
Yes. Right now it is already there in the CBCS syllabus, madam. CBCS structure. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, because whatever the credit he gets, that validity will be there for a
Yeah.
specific time period. Like that, here also we can mention. No?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
Correct. Also, you can put in your regulation that is within 4 years. You can leave at the end of first year, you can come back third year and fourth year and then finish. That's also
Yes.
within 4 years. You should.
4 years.
No, you should come out with a MOOC based. If all IITs have come out with a Swayam platform, I think the university together in Karnataka, all of us, those who have taught subject for 20 years, 30 years, should make a good, now the pandemic is a bonus. So we should, I think, start thinking to create a good lecture series among ourselves in the Karnataka, at least to begin with. Hope Dr. Timegowda would consider this within, so that resources should be shared. Some good professor from Gulbarga, some from Bangalore, some from Raichur. Why should we deny those things to our students? I think a MOOC, at least 20% of the course can be through MOOC, so that teacher can devote more time for the research also.
Very good idea, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
right. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We will
Yeah,
all
our friends
incorporate all
also can talk. They are not dummies.
Yeah.
Lakshmi Kant, if I remember, I was there for his PhD Viva. He was the student of
Applied electronics.
Yes, sir. Really, sir.
these. Sir,
Happy, sir. I'm happy to remember. Thank you, sir. Yes,
we
sir.
will give them time, sir.
I remember, I evaluated your thesis.
Yes,
Your
sir.
thesis which I have seen 25 years ago, I can remember.
Yes, sir. Yeah, true, sir. In 2007, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We will
Any
give them
ideas
time.
input from Lakshmi Kant? Yeah,
Sir.
I know. 14 years ago, I remember.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir,
Sir, I would like to request
You must
all
have
the-
forgotten me, but I have not.
no, sir. I hadn't forgotten you, sir. Even when I was in Libya, I think I used to call you, sir. I mean, I remembered you, and I told them I have been trained by you.
I remember. Yeah.
Sir, I have two questions, sir. Can I ask with permission,
Yes.
Chair? Sir, what I understood
One
is
was fuzzy and then I think, no, if I am right, if I remember, my memory is all right even today after 14 years, correct?
yes, sir. You're true, sir. Exactly, sir. 100%, sir. Sir, first one is what I understood is NEP is serial in, serial out kind of course. I mean, this kind of system it is. Am I right, sir? And second one is, I mean, multidisciplinary. I did my BSc in electronics and MSc in IT and PhD in applied electronics, sir. And when I appeared in 2015 KE examination, I mean, they called for interview and document verification.
Why not parallel in and serial out?
Maybe, sir. I wrote second option, serial in, serial out, and or parallel in, parallel in, serial out. I mean, you told it may take another 10 years, something like that. No, sir. I assumed it may be serial in, serial out like that. Am I true, sir? Yes, sir. And second question is, sir.
No, you can think of even different models also. You know, yeah. There can be multiple, multidisciplinary. When tell me. Go ahead.
Sir, in 2015 KE examination, while document verification, they denied my candidature, saying that you did BSc in electronics, MSc in instrumentation, and PhD in applied electronics. So I think this system may go out. I mean, when if a candidate with NEP graduate means. I am correct, sir?
Yeah. But today, you can do mathematics. You can be in electrical engineering. You can do chemistry. You can be in civil engineering. I think IAC, we don't have such thing, but unfortunately in universities and colleges, they have that ME, mechanical should go to mechanical, physics fellow should go to physics, all these things are there. Why physics man cannot go to others? Electronics. So that I think will change in years to come once we introduce the concept of multidisciplinary and nanotechnology. He can go to electronics, he can go to physics, he can go to, wherever he thinks that he can go, I think that will come, but it takes little time for university to get that. Maybe another 5 years time. Now in one of the university I was there where equivalence now made, in the university you cannot apply because you have done some course which is not. See, where was this instrumentation 30-40 years ago? If you do BTech in instrumentation, you don't have, you should go to electronics also. You can go to electrical. You can go to, so that I think will come, take little more time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Bhagyajyoti, you want to add?
Sir, shall I add?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Mahesh, yeah, please.
Mahesh, sir.
Sir, when you said equivalence, that is also very important, sir. For example, I have one example here, because Kuvempu University has started industrial chemistry. The industrial chemistry students, they are not eligible for lectureship, even NET or
chemistry.
Chemistry, general chemistry. So all students, it is a very old course that it started maybe around 40 years back. But even today, the students who passed out industrial chemistry, they are unable to join as lecturers in the university
they are in correct trouble.
So this is actually the problem. So whenever we start the course, actually, as you said, sir, we have to bring the equivalence immediately, so that the candidates who pass out with a degree, you should be able to get the job opportunities. So it should be open. See, abroad, as you said, sir, abroad it is there. Knowledge in this area is essential, but I don't know in India when this type of things will come. See, whatever the degree.
Our own biology, the people are there in computer science in other country. Computer, they are doing bioinformatics. So we have to change our mindset.
But in our country only, this science discipline only, technology only, like that it has come. So that
even same thing with instrumentation, sir. We are
correct.
not able to get the job for electronics.
Yeah, that's why
that's what I said. That's what I said.
That's why sir said rightly said.
No. In IASC we have one more interesting thing. There is a material research center. A student who comes from MSc, student also comes from BTech. A student comes from MSc, we give engineering PhD in science thing, and those who come from BTech will give PhD in engineering. So the student should not lose.
Yes.
Suppose MRC is a material, a science. Yeah, a student with BTech, if he gets in a PhD from engineering, he will have problem in going for jobs. So we also have changed our structure. In fact, if you go to IIT Bombay, they don't even say your PhD. They don't say PhD in this, PhD in this, PhD in this. Because very difficult. PhD in science, engineering, now the management, social science, translate. So things are changing slowly, but it takes little time in India
Yes,
to
yes,
get adapted.
yes, yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought, sir, that in NEP, they are merging the MSc and engineering courses as BS and MS degrees, but it is not happened, sir. Actually, that is a very good approach. That is real integrated approach. The student should study science
We have to
and
make you
engineering.
higher education minister.
Sir, Bhaskar
These
sir, this
engineering
point.
people may not agree, sir.
Yeah.
These engineering college people, they may not agree for this point.
Sir, Bhaskar
Because
sir.
it is a business for them.
Sir, Bhaskar sir.
Business for the engineering college. Sir, tell me, sir.
Actually, as I said, along with the course, when it goes to the higher academic council or maybe the syndicate or whatever it is, you have to one sheet you have to place equivalence letter also, so that this course is on par with this much of course like that, and then through vice chancellor we have to submit a letter to the higher education minister also, and to the UGC also, to get the equivalence letter. That is very very essential, sir.
No,
Otherwise,
that is okay,
students
but
will
they
be
will not. They will not allow, sir. Other people will not allow. For example, engineering people, they will not accept it because that committee, engineering people will be there. They will not allow.
No, that is because I tell you why they don't. No, that is why the problem in India is federal system. If central government says no, education and health belongs to state.
Okay.
BJP government says that, and Congress government denies. Shiv Sena doesn't accept. Trinamool Congress. See, we have problem of various types. Political issues will get in. Who are you to tell me? So, because education belongs to state, each state will have their own higher education council. So let us hope that all of us will come together. We should get away from the politics for education. Education should be away from the politics. That is I hope. Higher Education Council of India is what is we will hopefully will do that, like Election Commission in India. In the next 1 or 2 years, they will bring this at par.
It's very good idea, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one more thing I would like to ask.
Any other views from anybody? Your internal is important. Bhagya Jyoti, Emmanuel, they have to.
They are.
Yeah.
Sudhir.
Sir, respect, Prakash sir, respected Mahesh sir, respected Nagaraj sir, respected Madam and respected Bhaskar sir. This is Sriman Sudhir from the Department of Instrumentation, sir. Sir, I have a question, sir. So this NEP, we have seen in the last 3 to 4 decades, there has been a unification now. First it was decentralized, now it is being centralized, sir. One nation, one policy, one nation, one education. Now I believe degrees are being awarded as the same, sir. Whole entire nation. I think first problem will be solved. So these policies are being made keeping the higher, these national institutes in mind, sir, like IITs and IISc, NITs. So unfortunately, when it comes to state universities and backward area like Raichur, sir, I think we face a lot of problems when it comes to jobs, sir. Now the Department of Instrumentation is very functional and active, and it has been going in your direction in framing the curriculum, sir. We are on par with any other institutions. But when it comes to jobs, sir, unfortunately, the MSc degree is not recognized by the industries nor these research institutions, sir. Sir, whether there will be unified awarding of the degrees in NEP.
Awarding degree, I think it's not come into the picture. That is only with the university will be there. But that's what sir said. Equivalence certificate that is needed. That's what I feel.
Sir, why this divide between engineering, technology, and science? Sir, why can't be there? Bachelor of Science and Master of Science. That's it.
Now I think this type of integrated when it comes in the NEP, 4 years degree will be there. 4 years they will give it as honors. 3 years degree, 4 years honors, 5 years master degree, and then integrated like that. So if you take your degree 4 years, then give it as honors, then integrated PhD, it will come another 2 years like that. So that is what actually they are planning. It is under NEP. So when it goes for the 4 years, then it automatically it will be coming under equivalence with on par with BE BTech.
Okay.
Yeah, something will happen next 2-3 years in the country also. This is multidisciplinary. It is coming. I agree with him. The concern, but we have to address this. That is the beauty of the university concept. You have created a university. Raichur means, how do we generate jobs for our student in that region? What is, that also we have to start thinking about it. Then I see the problem is India is a very, I don't want to use the word heterogeneous, is a very multifaceted.
Complex.
Wonderful in one way.
Yes.
It is a complex. The real, complex.
Sir, like NEP addresses keeping the local or geographical need. For example, we have a thermal plant here or here. Keeping thermal power plant and MPCL, sir, in mind, they must have started this instrumentation, which is basically industry oriented. But when we approach these two industries itself, they will not accept our candidature, sir. Keeping the degree in mind.
No, that is why I will give a model. What model that I propose is, if you have intake of 25, take another 10 students from those two people, 5. So that they are training. You are training. So, we have to come out with some model. Now, what is happening in the country for post-graduation, students are not joining in MTech, even in IIT, NITs. So, the model that we are looking at NIT Surathkal, for instance, is we design an MTech program for that industry. You give next 5 years, 5 student, 20 student. So, we also have to change ourselves. So, what you do is, with your thermal plant and other, you have a, say, 5 students, we are taking over and above this self-support, idea of self-support course where you can even charge higher. Even IAC has started with the water supply board, with all the other civic body, what we call it as a rural and urban, I think, system. So, next 5 years, Government of Karnataka is giving student to IAS. So, that model we should come out. There are solutions for everything. God will not give problem without solution. So, we have to come out. So, what I do is, I think you have self-support course from industry, you start getting it for instrumentation, electronics, definitely is possible. Physics, chemistry is difficult, I know. But
so, this is implemented in MSc instrumentation at SK University Anantapur, sir. This concept.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. This concept should be. I started seeing in India, 50% of the total seat is devoted for the sponsored.
Yeah. The Elico and Saropa software, they are sponsoring 4 candidates from the industry, sir. They are sponsoring.
Correct. Very good.
That's right. That's how it should go, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That is how we should solve the problem.
Sir, if you have any papers, specific papers, skill enhancement papers, if you have any idea,
which paper?
Skill enhancement paper in electronics and instrumentation, you can give the name, sir. Later on, we'll prepare the syllabus and circulate to all of you, sir, before making the complete curriculum.
No, you should come out, you should have out of box thinking. Now, last 20, 30 years, as Dr. Maya said, you have been teaching. What can we do? You brainstorm in the department. Okay. My suggestion is you look at the international and national scenario. Each one of you take some three universities. What is in Pilani they do? What is in IIT Bombay they do? What is they do? You look at the MSc programs which are very popular. Pune University. So my advice is you have to do some homework. What you do possibly by the next board of studies meeting. I request the chair to make subcommittees where they can explore what others are doing and what we can bring in. That is important because in just 1 hour meeting, we will not be able to tell. If you look at engineering department, what they do, like Manipal University, like our, they are all good. VIT, SRM, though they are private deemed universities, but you can look at their curriculum, like Pilani, your BITS Pilani is doing very well. So what you do, take state university, take some good NIT of Surathkal, you take one IIT, take one other few, look at what exactly they do and what kind of a program they do. If you look at the Manipal, they have wonderful courses.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They design course depending upon the requirement also. So
Manipal, they are all offering only in engineering side, sir. Manipal Institute. Engineering courses.
I am saying, that's why I am saying engineering is what I am loading you, but take concept and ideas you take, like internship is there, very popular in engineering and medicine, we take for science. Yes. Then I gave a model of Kerala. Kerala, you go any place, the MSc will not be awarded without 6 months internship, even physics, even chemistry, even mathematics. So this model, I think we should try to implement in our Gulbarga and Raichur University also.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Industry interaction is important. My advice is create industry advisory board. They should meet like a BYS once in 6 months. Idea is if you take 5 people from industry, 2 students, if they take internship, the 10 student will go there to her internship and then eventually there's a good chance of getting the job in that place. So industry advisory board, you please create, give giant project, sign MOU, student project. This is what in engineering it happens. That's why I am trying to, at least instrumentation and electronics definitely can implement all these good ingredients.
Yes.
I sell industry institute interaction cell, they call it.
Yes, sir.
Or advisory board, whatever you want.
Right, sir. You are right, sir.
You take from thermal plant,
already,
you take from
already
no, but what is happening is that committees are there, but they should be, you should make them proactive.
Yes, sir. Yes.
When a member, if you don't take higher fellow, don't take lower fellow, medium, and tell them that every year 2-3 students you take for internship. 5 members committee, they will take 15 students.
Yes,
this is the model that all of you should adopt.
Okay.
Because students are finding it difficult for internship. We have to find a way out.
Yes, sir.
Alva.
Thank you. No, sir.
And other Bhagyajyoti
No, you try to join with engineering college also. Instrumentation and electronics should try to join with engineering program. Then, more fruitful devices will come out, apps can be developed, and, some, even, today you talk about technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, data science, cyber security, additive manufacturing.
We have joined with the local engineering colleges, sir. We have joined with local engineering college, Navodaya College, SLN College. We have MOUs.
What I am saying is a day will come, 4 students, 2 of yours, 2 of that can do project together.
Yes, sir.
I have seen one project, 26 students have joined together and then did it in one of the exhibitions that I have seen. Automobile, mechanical, civil, across the department, across the college, across the, this is what I think we should start doing it.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Some strategy plan should be drawn by the university. Now that you are going, some strategy plan. Now, first you should know what your strengths are, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, and what are your challenges. Do that analysis for 2-3 months. After that, you do a strategy plan. Next 3 years, what is that we do? How do we do? How do we improve the employability? How do we improve this? What is the new course? Can we introduce every 2 years one new course? This is, I think, the This will make a dynamic system.
Okay. Okay.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
therefore we should try to go over. Good, I enjoyed the deliberations. Good. Anybody else? ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಜ್ಯೋತಿ, ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ?
No sir, no questions. ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
No questions ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ. We ask you question. When in the class, if you ask students any doubt, they say no doubt, then teacher can ask question to student. ಈಗ ಭಾಗ್ಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಗೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು. Okay, first question from my side. No.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, first question to ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ. What did you learn last 90 minutes? Tell me. One point, one word. What did you learn today?
NEP ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಿ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಅದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. New education policy, how it will be helping the students that to learn.
Yeah, definitely.
Sir, excuse me.
Okay, Emmanuel.
Sir, ma'am. Sir, I would like to know either in degree or in MSc, students' strength is degrading, sir. Apart from promoting the core, what other ways we can follow to increase the students' strength?
ಈಗ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, because now you ಈಗ BSc instrumentation ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, now we'll get the input from there itself. See, only thing is we have to get the input from there only. ಎಲ್ಲಿ BSc ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರುಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಬಂದಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 2-3 years.
ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ BSc ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರುಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗಾಲ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಆ ಥರ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಹೆಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಟಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ.
ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
One point I want to discuss.
Please. Really?
Sir, that multidisciplinary approach should be there only up to the graduation, not be in MSc level, what I feel. Because master degree is a specialized course.
Why?
But all there is a multidisciplinary, it should be within
instrumentation.
Discipline.
Okay. Now multidisciplinary doesn't mean across everything. Take for instrumentation. Now make 3 streams, let us say. I ask you, can you think of 2-3 streams in instrumentation? Biomedical instrumentation?
Yes.
Yeah. Biomedical scientific instrumentation.
So this is what multidisciplinary is. Not that, you don't have to go to physics. So you make your student into 2 streams. Some 10 students can do in biomedical if they are interested, so that you have a MBBS, doctor, find out some, you take, today plenty of things can be done in here. Today tools are plenty, artificial intelligence, robo. So this is what I'm telling, multidisciplinary. Not necessarily you should go to civil, you should go to, see, even, IoTs you talk today. All of you understand IoTs, Internet of Things. Yeah. What is not Internet of Things?
Yes. Everything.
Internet of Things can be there in agriculture, pharmacy, medical, any walks of life. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರುಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವಾಗ multidisciplinary doesn't mean every subject can be touched by everybody. That's not possible in the lifetime. In fact, last 40 years I have not learned more to learn. In fact, I'm modest. I could not learn in last 40 years what I was. ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಕಲಿಯೋದು. Whole universe 95% is dark energy, dark matter. All of you know. It is only 5% is what we have understood. So I think we should lifelong learning. We call one of the graduate attribute is lifelong learning. When we prepare our MSc instrumentation, whole life, I learned in this. I am adapting. That is called lifelong. That is one of the graduate attributes.
Yes.
That is how we should look at it. Outcome based education ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದೆಮ್ ಲರ್ನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ, 4 ಗಂಟೆ ಇದ್ರೆ 3 ಗಂಟೆ ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾಡಿ 1 ಅವರ್ದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಸ್ಲೋ ಲರ್ನರ್, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲರ್ನರ್, ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ CBCS ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲೈಸ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. 4 ಜನ ಹುಡುಗರನ್ನ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟು, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮೀಡಿಯಮು, ಒಬ್ಬ 3 ಜನ ಗುಂಪು ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರೇ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಪಿಯರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್. ಗೊತ್ತು ಅವನು ವೀಕ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟು, ಅವನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಜೊತೆ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವ್ರವ್ರು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ನಿಜ ಸರ್.
ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಇನ್ IIT ಬಾಂಬೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪಿಯರ್ ಮೆಂಟರಿಂಗ್. 4th ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ 3rd ಇಯರ್ನ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ನ ಇಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು MSc ನಲ್ಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನಾವು ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಏನು ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? MSc ಟೀಚರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ 5 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 years. ಅವ್ರ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಏನು, ಅವ್ನ ಗುಡ್ ಏನು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ಲ? Mentoring? No, it's not doing.
No, sir.
But you go to good private universities, they are mentoring. Every teacher is given 10 to 15 students. Our guardian ಅವರು ಮುಗಿಸೋವರೆಗೂ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ. 4 ಜನ ಇದ್ರೆ 25 ಹುಡುಗರನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಷನ್ವರೆಗೂ ನೋಡಿ, ಅವ್ನ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂತ ನೋಡಿ, ಅವ್ನು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. You cannot give challenging problem to all the students. I have seen 30 years ago, Bangalore University, when I go practical, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು. ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, ನಿನ್ಗೆ 50 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ 20 years ago. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲರ್ನರ್, ಸ್ಲೋ ಲರ್ನರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಟೀಚರಲ್ಲೂ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲರ್ನರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಲೋ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇರಲ್ವಾ? ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಬ್ರು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫುಡ್, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಸ್ಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದು. ಅದೇ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೆಟ್ರೋಜೆನಿಟಿ. See, if a student comes in ISc, we don't find it very challenging to teach our students because they are all, some level ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಇರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲೆಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಈ ಕೇಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಮೇಡ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಸಾಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಸರ್,
ಅದೇ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು you don't scold him, that itself you will be doing. The moment you scold, you get demotivated. You're useless fellow, you don't know, you are a graduate, who gave the graduate ಅಂದಾಗ ಓಟಾಯ್ತು, ಡಿಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, I am sharing all my personal experiences. Easy to demotivate, but very difficult to motivate. Very difficult. Even today, I still remember my high school teacher. Today, what I am today is because of that teacher. It took me to his village in the summer holiday. How many teachers would do that?
Yes.
We found something in me.
We are not going to our village.
ಅವ್ರ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನಾನು 3 ದಿನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ 3 ವರ್ಷ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಾವು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಊರಿಗೆ ಯಾರನ್ನೂ. Try to motivate them and inspire them. Try to get the best out of that. That's important. Sorry, I mean, I am giving a mentoring talk to.
Sir, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
Normally, I am a motivator. Wherever I go, I try to, I always put the positive my mind frame to the extent possible.
100%.
then you enjoy. I enjoy where even IIT ಹೋದ್ರು ಅದೇ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ see you don't believe IASC we had one called UGC Extension Center. I have gone to all nooks and corners. ಯಾದಗಿರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗುಡ್ಡದ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬ್ರಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದು BA ಕಾಲೇಜು, ವಿ ಚೀಟೆಡ್ ಯು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ನಾವು BA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದಿದೆ. ದೆನ್ 500 ಜನ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಐ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ ಫಾರ್ 90 minutes ವಿತ್ ದೆಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, IAS ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್, ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತು. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಮಿ ಲರ್ನ್, because one of my colleague went Bangalore, one college, power was not there. He said that power, I cancelled my lecture and came back. So that is, we should be ready for everything. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪಾಠ, ಗುರುಕುಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ವ ನೀವು? ನಳಂದ, ತಕ್ಷಶೀಲ್, they taught all under the tree.
Okay.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ all of you are motivator, everybody including Bhagya Jyoti, okay? Not just Parvati, Bhaskar, Mahesh, Nagaraj, Prakash, every one of you. Good. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, ಹೇಳಿ. Over to Bhaskar. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I thank all the.
No, it's wonderful. Instead of arranging a lecture, I am very happy. At least you thought a new idea of discussion meeting on NEP pertaining to to this subject. It's good. A lot of things have come. A lot of new ideas have come.
Yes,
new
sir,
thinking has come.
sir.
And ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 year ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಪ್ಲಾನ್.
So we really enjoyed your discussion.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for attending the meeting and giving your valuable suggestions. Definitely we will implement, and we will be taking your suggestions and guidance in the near future also. And thank all the members.
ಇಲ್ಲ, next meeting ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ will give an idea.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yes, sir.
No,
Definitely,
she
sir.
is very good. She is very good teacher. Actually, she is having so many ideas, but she is not speaking. That's all.
Okay.
She is a very good teacher. All students will appreciate Bhagya Jyoti, madam.
Oh.
Yeah. Good.
That's enough.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for attending.
Good morning.
चलो
Madam.
चलो
Madam, sir,
चलो
I want to say,